I hear this all the time. Teddy, I can't use LinkedIn because my target audience is not using LinkedIn. That's narrow-minded. That's missing the potential. That is disqualifying a tool because you don't see all the potential that tool could do for you. I get it. Our goal at the end of the day, I don't know why it's not our goal in the morning, but our goal at the end of the day is to get into conversations with our ideal client, our target audience, our most important viewer, our perfect client. And that's what our goal should be. But there should be some very deliberate thought about how can I get into a conversation with that person, that human, in that role, in that industry, et cetera, et cetera. How can I get into a conversation with the people who meet that persona if they're not on LinkedIn? And there is an answer. And by the way, this doesn't apply 100% carte blanche to everybody, but there is an answer. And the answer is this. Stop using LinkedIn to focus on your ideal client if your ideal clients are not using LinkedIn. Instead, you're waiting for it? Instead, find the influencers on LinkedIn and develop a relationship by finding, making a connection, getting into a conversation, developing some level of trust, respect, with the influencers. And when you can build enough connections with the influencers, you can get introduced to your ideal client. Look, I've been doing this for a long time. A lot of the people that I serve, a lot of the people who hire me, a lot of the people who sign the checks, write the checks, do the credit card payment to me are not using LinkedIn. And I've accepted that. And I don't push for that. And I don't get upset about that. Instead, while I'm also developing connections with my ideal client, I'm intentionally, and sometimes more frequently, developing relationships with the influencer, the humans who can introduce me to the ideal client. This is a missed opportunity if your only focus is on the ideal client. You're missing the potential of LinkedIn because actually, more often than not, the influencer is on LinkedIn. And they're doing something on LinkedIn. And by the way, they may feel as if they have more time to connect with people on LinkedIn. And sometimes because they have that time to discover a little bit more about you, and they can help you, that time can help build a level of trust, respect, and that they will be willing to happily introduce you to their boss, their leader, the business owner, the entrepreneur, the other human that you want to talk with who is not spending time on LinkedIn. And furthermore, what we miss out on is if we're not investing time to connect with influencers, we're missing out on the opportunity for that human, that influencer, to say, hey, Teddy, my boss doesn't need you, but I know someone else who does. And so I encourage you to not get upset and depressed and badmouth LinkedIn because your target audience isn't on there enough to make you happy. Instead, I encourage you to also focus on the influencer and find ways to build trust, respect, and a relationship with the influencers so that they can, when ready and able, introduce you to either the person you're looking to get in touch with or someone else that you haven't even thought about. Look, I'm flirting with retirement, but I'm also spending time helping people use LinkedIn as a business tool. And every now and then I run into a conversation that really gets me to think, and I create videos like this with the intention of helping you. Thank you for letting me share.